live here.
Right with you. I'm gonna get right with you. Bad, in this mess of bad. I ain't really here to take no pictures. Yeah, sister. Cool is robotic. Touch it. Looking at your shit. Bust. Hello. Right with you. Right with you. All set. Make a minute, then I make
They're good.
Big smile.
Hello, we are parents on Explosive Cheer Team. We are out today to support unity in the community.
Yes.
We both have girls on the team. I have 3 girls, she has one girl, and we are happy to be out here and support the cause and lend our time and support an ear to the effort.
Yes.
All right, now what's your name?
My name is Precious Knight.
And your name?
I'm Aquila Johnson.
And y'all have 4 kids on the team.
4 girls on the team.
All right, they did great too.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Almost
I'm Horace Bradshaw, Brother Derek Baptiste. We with the South Oak Cliff Alumni Barricade.
All right. Now, do y'all know Ricky Wesson?
Ricky Wesson, definitely do. What's the quarterback at South Oak Cliff?
That's my boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be meeting you, Mr. Whitaker, and all the great work you've done over there. Keep it up. Hopefully we can continue to work together to bring the best educational situation for our black community, for our students. South Oak Cliff, Carter, Kimball, Roosevelt.
And Madison, don't forget James Madison now. That's right.
Lincoln. We can't forget our brothers on the south side.
That's right.
Our alumni has been dogged in making sure that the DISD trustees and the city of Dallas do the right thing by the Southern Sector.
Let's do that.
All right.
All right.
That's great right there. We'll leave it right there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's good looking out. Absolutely.
Need some words, Mr. President.
Need some words?
I need some words.
Some words from all our students.
All right.
So now you need some words. So
I need some words on unity in the community.
Right,
you first.
So my name is Ayana Watkins, and I attend Paul Quinn College in Dallas, Texas. And I would like to say that it's very important to give back to your community and to serve not only as a student but as a citizen as well.
Amen.
All right, let's see what y'all got. Go ahead.
Yeah, she put it on you, you know.
My name is Jordan Evans from DeSoto High School. It's always important to stay active in the community and help others. And it's we over me ethos over Paul Quinn College.
All right, good. I see you.
Cornelius Manning, same thing. I go to Paul Quinn College. I'm just happy to be out here.
Tell them where you from. You better rep Waco.
Yeah,
Waco.
All right.
But now I'm really excited to be a part of unifying the community and, just being part of Quinn Knight Nation, because this is a regular. We're always trying to give back. That's something I learned in my short time here. Fortunate to be here. Save you up.
My name is Savion Bolden from Rockford, Illinois. It's good to be in the community to show that you support the people in the community.
All right, I want y'all to know I went to Paul Quinn College and I come out in 19. Mr. President.
Man, it's always good to see you. We are thrilled to be here. We came out this morning with some of our new students, some of our returning students to support this event. We think more events like this should take place. We want people to understand that Oak Cliff is an amazing place to live with amazing people. And you can always count on Paul Quinn College to bring that message home.
All right, y'all give it up for the president. All right. I'm gonna have to get this close up. And what are you running for?
Dallas County Criminal Court number 7.
And we all gonna come out and vote for you.
Please
you know that.
Come out. Go to my website, MikoTEdwards.com. I need your support, I need your prayers, and I need your vote.
You know you got it.
All right.
All right.
Community parade. We're going to have Mr. Brown here to lead us in prayer. So if you would bow your heads.
For this day, this time that you've allowed us to come together. We thank you, God, that you've touched us with your finger of love and gave us life, health, and strength on today. Lord, I ask that you cover this event, that your will be done. I ask not only that an impact is made in this community, but an imprint is left from today. Bless our babies, bless every cheerleading team, every volunteer that has come together to make this work. Lord, I ask that you even bless those who come with political endeavors, that you would give them the strength and the fortitude to be who they need to be. Lord, bless our military, bless our police officers, and bless this nation. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Speak to you all this morning about something that I believe is missing in our community. What I believe that what's missing in our nation and what's missing in our community is not a person, it's not a place, and it's not a thing. But what is missing in our community is a number. That number I would like to suggest is the number 1. 1 is a number that cannot be skipped. Before we can get to 1 million, before we can get to 100,000, before we can get to 1,000, we need to first conquer 1. 1 cannot be skipped. 1 cannot be divided. Any number that is divided against itself is going to come back to what? It's going to come back to 1. 1 can't be skipped. 1 cannot be divided. And ultimately, having 1 cannot be conquered. So what is taking place today, we have united as organizations, we're united as the Black Police Officers Association of our city, and we're united to start the change of coming together as one. Thank you all for your service, thank you all for what you're doing, and we make a commitment to you as an association. If you need us, call us, because we're focused on getting back to the ultimate number, which is what? 1. Thank you.
Wake up, y'all. Give yourselves a round of applause for just being out here. Yeah. Y'all could have been anywhere y'all wanted to be, and instead you guys chose to be in a parade called Unity in the Community. And that's what's so beautiful about it here today. And if you guys look around, this is unity. And you guys, what I want to talk about is assumptions. This is what causes unity or not, right? You guys look, there's so many different excuses, so many justifications. A lot of the race cards are always brought out. We always have some type of this color against this color. Well, we need to stop that, right? It's called unity. When you guys look at me, y'all don't know my story, but there's a lot of assumptions. Same thing with, same thing with each and every one of you guys. If I told you guys that I'm a victim of abuse, if I told you guys that my dad shot and killed my mother, and I still love him to this day, we have a relationship now, but that I have no siblings, I grew up in a foster style living within DNA, family to family to family, was abused, was molested by so-called dad, which was an uncle by marriage, been sued by a family member because they felt that when I earned my mother's inheritance at the age of 18 for $30,000, that I should give that over to pay for my mother's funeral that happened when I was 3. So you guys looking at me today probably didn't guess any of that, right? But I'm here with smiles. Every single day we go through something in life. But the blessing is the fact that we don't have to look like it.
Right, that's right.
The fact that we encourage each other. I love so many people. Instead of falling victim for what I grew up in, I'm yearning for what I didn't receive. I didn't have love. Don't know what it is. From a parent, I have 3 boys, and I tell them every day I love them. I tell them every day we're a team. I tell them every day I don't have a mother to know what a mother is supposed to do, but we're going to work it out since they've never been anybody's kids before, right?
Right.
So instead, I use all of my pain and turn them into smiles. I use my pain to be compassionate to others. And that's what is so important to me. And that's why when Miss LaTanya called me out here to talk about unity in the community, that's what it is. Let's bypass every type of assumptions and judgment. Leave that up to God. That's the hard work. All we have to do is continue to love and listen. Give us the time to be learned. Give me a second of your time to learn me before you want to judge me. Because you never know. Last night or this morning when you asked God to send you something or to bless you with something or to answer your prayers, He might have sent me to you. He might have sent any of these people to you. But when you want to put that blessing blocker called judgment or assumptions on, you just slap God in the face. So let's continue to just love one another, empower one another, work together so that way we can be unity. We win in grace, we win in numbers. We want something done. If we're unified, we kind of win, right? Majority usually wins. So that's my time. I am gonna hand it over. I don't want to bore you guys. But if you guys want to talk, I love on kids. If you want to, a way to my heart, throw a little kid or a puppy at me. They win all the time. But guys, just remember that anything that you guys want to do, it's yours. But let's take out this negative energy. Let's quit wasting energy on negativity. If something happens, you being angry can't change it. Let's exhale, let's breathe, unify, and figure out how to win. Last thing before I let you guys go, you know that Vietnamese guy that was on Delta that got beat up for nothing? Instead of him going out and making a ruckus, he probably settled for a pretty fancy number right now. So those are different examples of what we need to learn how to do. Instead of sitting here and wasting energy being angry at those idiots, we figure out how to hit them where it hurts. And usually finances, usually a public apology or some type of positive win. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful day and thank you guys for having me.
This is heavy. Wow. I've never spoken out of one of these. My name is Erica Anise, and I am born and bred right here in Oak Cliff. I currently reside in Washington, D.C. When LaTonya actually saw me, I was receiving an award called the Champion of Heart Award. And I was receiving that award for two reasons. The first reason is because in the community I've given back by giving awareness and education when it comes to heart disease. The second reason is because I stand here today, 45 years old, haven't had a stroke, haven't had a heart attack, haven't had heart surgery. And in our community, even within my own family community, this wasn't spoken about. So there was no way for me to foresee what was going to happen to myself because no one said, pay attention to your heart. When I think about the heart for me and this community, to me, Oak Cliff is one of the chambers of the body, one of the chambers in the heart, which represents the body is Dallas. We have to take care of our hearts, right? If you don't take care of your heart, what happens to your whole body?
It dies.
Dies. So in putting that to play, you have to realize that our community, I mean, I remember growing up going to the park like this, hanging out. Anybody, was there anybody that's in my age range that did that? We did Keys Park. We went up to Redbird Mall. We were unified as children who grew up to be adults who still were teaching that back to our kids. And we have to remember that you have to do that. If you don't take care of your heart, how do you expect anybody else to take care of it? This is our community. And if we don't stand in our community, say we're against police brutality, we're against racism in stores, we're against kids not having things to do, then we have to give them those things to do, right? If we don't give them the things to do or give you guys the tools so you know how to overcome different obstacles, you're not going to make it in life. I lived all over the world, and the one place that I lived that touched my heart the most and made me appreciate Oak Cliff, I lived in South Africa. And the kids and the people in South Africa seem to be happy with just having life. To me, that was odd, because I wasn't happy if I didn't have the right shoes, if we didn't get our hair done on Saturday morning, things that were more materialistic. That's kind of how my mindset was. I know a lot of my friends, but in South Africa, they were just happy to have life. And when I came back, I realized, you know what, I have to be more appreciative of the city that I'm from. More appreciative of being from Oak Cliff. Being proud to say, when I'm in DC, New York, LA, wherever, where are you from? I'm from Dallas, but I'm really from Oak Cliff. You know, there are people who actually around the world know that because people are proud to say this is where they're from. So the only way that happens though is when we come together and support each other. This event is one such this. If you take care of the heart, you take care of the foundation, the body's going to do amazing things. It's going to grow and continue to give back, and we have to do that because if we don't do that, how do we expect anybody else to do it? You can't expect anybody else to take care of you, right? if we don't take care of ourselves. Community is about fellowship. It's about coming together with the same goals, attitudes, and desires. So if we don't do it, we can't expect anybody else to. So I encourage you and implore you to come together, not just today, but let's think about already planning for next year with this. Already what you can do when the kids are summer, kids should get together. Figure out productive ways to enhance your community, enhance your bodies, your mind, your spirit, your soul. All of that in the end will pay off big time. So I appreciate that you all supported Latanya. I'm so glad that I could get in last night and be here in order to just say a few words. That if nothing else, you remember that if you don't take care of the heart, the body won't take care of itself. You have to take care of Oak Cliff so that Dallas can be seen all over the world as a place that has wonderful, amazing, intelligent, and positive people. Thank you.
Everybody there?
Yeah.
I don't need this. Because you can hear me, right? Unity in the community, right? Isn't that what we're here for? Unifying this community. Unifying each and every one of you. Because without unity, and if we break up in separate pieces all over the place, we're not going to ever get anything done. I'm here to talk to you about being unified in the community. Because if you're unified in the community, we'll end up with more young people out here with a better education. Am I right?
Right. Preach.
If we unify ourselves, we'll end up with, as I'm looking at all of these young people in the audience, we'll have more businesses in this community. Am I right?
Right.
Okay. We need leaders. And leaders come from unity, from unifying yourself. I have a background in criminal justice, a background in teaching, and a little bit of everything. But most important is that I find myself in a position that I'm always trying to bring us together as a unified force under the umbrella of social change and social action. And when you operate yourselves and when you operate as one, because that's what we're going to do when we leave here, right? We're going to operate as one, right?
Right.
We're going to come up with an agenda that says unity under an umbrella creates change. Say that. Change.
Change.
Unity.
Unity.
Power.
Power.
Peace and power.
Peace and power.
And unity most of all.
And unity most of all.
I'm sharing this stage with a very, very beautiful young lady here, my friend and colleague, Ms. Ramiko Edwards. We both came from backgrounds of criminal justice. We both made change. We both pulled together as a unified force to say we must make a difference. And at this time, I'm going to share the stage with her.
All right.
Hello, everybody. I think I may need this mic. If you can't hear me, let me know. Can you hear me back there in the black shirt? All right. My name, as he stated, is Ramiko Edwards. I am currently an attorney, defense attorney here in Dallas County. But I didn't just get there overnight. I got there because of people like you, like your parents, like Mr. Rashid, that saw something in me like I see in you. Everybody out here today, especially from the youngest to the oldest, we need to realize that the time is now. Everything you hear on TV, on the radio, about what's going on that we think is a problem in our community, we need you to be the person to make that change that Mr. Rashid was talking about. We need you to be that leader that can go out and speak to your friend. If you're a young person, you talk to your friend. If you're an adult, you talk to your friend. And if we connect, if we're united, we cannot fall. Justice will prevail. We will help one another. I didn't just come here today because I'm campaigning, as you see. I'm running for judge of County Criminal Court number 7, which is something, a vision inside my heart that I've been trying to make happen for some years now. But before that vision got there, I had to start from the bottom. And when I started at the bottom, I used to walk through the doors of Henry Wade Juvenile Detention Center every day from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. I had a young child at that time. I had to make a decision that I wanted to change to be in his life so he could take care of himself when he became an adult. I felt like I was incarcerated as a detention officer. At some points when I walked behind the doors and I could not leave till 3 o'clock, I had to make up in my mind I was going to get through my work day. But I decided there's going to be a change. So from being a detention officer, I went out into community and I became a probation officer. Going into the community, knocking on doors, coming into schools, going into Boys and Girls Club, coming into the rec center, going to people's jobs. I was able to meet with the families that were on my caseload and talk to them. And when I talked to them, I realized they were just like me. They were parents that were trying to take care of their children and guide them in the right way, but they hit a bump in the road. And just because you hit a bump in the road, that does not mean that's the end. And a lot of times people count you out when you get that strike against you, but that's not the end. It's people like you that's gonna encourage one another. We gonna love one another. I love you, you love me. We're a great big happy family. And as long as we love one another, there will be unity in our community. We can't ask for change to happen if we're not willing to give of ourselves. So everybody that hear me today, I want you to take somebody, meet somebody that you did not come here with, and let them know that you're ready for change. From the youngest person to the oldest person, whatever you got to offer. If you clean houses, go help somebody clean their house and go out there and talk to the community. If you cook meals, go cook an elderly person some meals. Take your time and occupy it. Occupy it with stuff that you can get things done as one. As long as we stand as one, we cannot fall. But our community at this time seems to be divided because we have the adults over here looking at our younger generation saying, what's going on? But the problem is the adults, that's our generation, that's our kids over there. So evidently in my mind, what I see, I have a 20-year-old now, and I have a 12-year-old that will be 13 on Sunday, tomorrow. And from what I see, I look at them, and I'm gonna talk to you kids right now. I see a lot of entitlement. You have parents that's going out there working hard every day. And when they work hard, they want you to do your best. So some of the decisions that you're making and gonna have to make, all you need to do is think about how your parents get up every day and go to work, and they come home and take care of you, and they put stuff, money in your pocket, clothes on your back, shoes on your feet at $100 a walk just so you can be cute. And say, I'm going to do my best when I go to school. I'm going to do my best when I'm with my friends. I'm going to make good decisions. And I'm going to tell my friends if they doing something wrong, I'm not with you. That don't mean that they not your friend and you can't hang with them. But if you see it going the wrong direction, step away, back up. I'll get with y'all later. And parents, I'm going to ask you today, take some time, sit down with your kids and find out what's going on. I'm guilty myself because of my workload, because of things that's going on, that I find my kids sometimes they're growing up without me. But if we make a plan to take some time for our kids in the evening times, in the morning time, whenever, during your prayer time, whenever you have it, just say, tell me about your friends. Tell me about what's going on in school. Tell me about your teachers. Just ask about one thing a day, a week. Put it on your agenda. Ask about one thing that's affecting them. And then we can make some changes. As a parent, if I knew what was going on in the school, I can go question some of these teachers, but I'm going to respect them. As a child, if I knew something was going on with my friends and I didn't want my friend to get in trouble, I can address the situation and I can protect him. So I'm here today because I want to stand up, I want to speak out, I want to help my community, and I know I would not be where I'm at without you and about all those people before me that already sacrificed for us to be able to stand out here in this park today and have unity in our community. So why are we fighting again for unity? I need everybody out here to make that declaration to yourself. Starting today, I'm going to speak positive energy into my community and there will be unity. Thank you.
Because my children grew up playing football on that little field, and several other people did as well. But this field in this community where we're trying to unify today, that building, many doctors, lawyers, you name it, came right off of this fertile ground here. This community came together to make it happen for them. Let's continue to come together like we're doing today to make it happen for all of us and for those of you in this community. Unity in the community.
Mitchell. Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. You never had to speak into one of these things. My name is Stephanie Mitchell. I am your presiding judge of the 291st Judicial District Court. I want to say thank you so much to our organizer, Ms. LaTanya Spencer, for organizing this great event. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm especially honored to have been asked to be the Grand Marshal here today. Now, I'm not going to take up too much of your time
because the theme for today, of course, is unity in the community. Woo. There goes my earring. And what I want to talk to you all about is not just unity in the community from the aspect of us getting together. It's not only important that we get together, it's also important that we are engaged and we are involved in what is going on and what is taking place in our communities. More importantly, I'm talking to you all from the aspect of the criminal justice system, because I'm a judge of a felony criminal court. So I hear everything from your lower level felonies to capital murder cases where people are looking at life or death. And I'm telling you this because everyone thinks that the only way you get involved in the criminal justice system is when you're arrested. And that's not it. In fact, we need to be involved and engaged on the front end. Because if you or your loved one are ever in the unfortunate situation of being accused of a crime, and by that I mean we need to serve on juries. When we get called down there and it's time for us to do our civic duty, we're coming up with excuses about why we can't do it. We got to stop that. We hear about people not getting indicted by a grand jury when they gun down someone in the streets. And we get upset, we get mad, we say, why is this happening to us? Because when we get a call to come down and be on a grand jury, we don't want to do it. But you know what else is important? And I'm not saying it just because I'm a judge who's going to be on the ballot in 2018. Let's not forget that, stick with that. But I'm telling you this because who picks people to sit on grand juries? The judges you elect. It's not only important that we get involved when we have a presidential election. It's important that we get involved and engaged at the local level because those are the races that affect you on a daily basis, day in and day out. The judges you elect are the ones that are sentencing your children in the event they ever come before them. And do you want someone that is going to look at them and see them as a person or see the color of their skin? That's for you to decide. And so I'm going to tell you today, I'm glad you all are out here. I'm glad that you are united as a people. But don't only be united and come together. I want you all to be engaged and involved in what is going on around this community. Thank you so much for having me. You all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming to our Unity in the Community parade and for our speakers here, our guest speakers here. Then we're going to turn this over to Tanya, who has made all of this possible. Can y'all give her a round of applause?
Let's stand up for her. Woo! Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate.
You got on the beat for that.
Okay. She called me on that one. I really appreciate you guys for coming out because today is about. Okay. Yeah, I told her about that, so she called me on this.
Unity, right? Unity. I got her back.
All right. I really appreciate everyone for coming out because today we made this possible. So I'm looking forward to what we're going to do going forward next year. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it better. We're going to learn from this, and the next one is going to be even better. What we're getting ready to do now is turn it over to our dance entertainment. We have our gorgeous girls Glam dance group from Oklahoma. If Explosive is still here, Explosive will get up. Dallas Homeboys, they will get up, and then we're going to wrap it. So what do you guys think? Can I get a clap or yay? I appreciate you. And we also have some water that we can pass out. Let's just make sure that we protect the ground, and let's put our trash in the trash, okay? All right, we're turning that over to you guys. All right.
You're awesome in all your ways. Awesome in all your ways. Great are your mighty wonders. Great are your mighty wonders. Magnificent in all your ways. Magnificent in all your ways. Oh, great is your loving kindness. Great is your loving kindness. You're awesome in all your ways. Awesome in all your ways. Great are your mighty wonders. Great are your mighty wonders. You're magnificent in all your ways. Let's take it up. Listen. Great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. Great is your loving kindness. Great is your loving kindness. You're awesome in all your ways.